Alright, we have Grand Arena 5v5, round 1 on May 15th. I ended up winning my last Grand Arena was, I believe, 3v3 with no ships. Had a pretty decent second and third round, was very efficient with attacks. I can't go back and look at it, but went pretty well. I was pretty happy with how my defenses did. Ate a couple extra attacks, and offense went really well overall. So now we are doing 5v5. Haven't done that in a while. And going up against Imhotep. Let's take a look at what they said on defense. It's a pretty odd team here on top. Maul lead is pretty popular with Sith, so Dooku kind of makes sense. Sith Assassin kind of makes sense. There's a Kylo Ren and a First Order Executioner. That's a little weird for this, but just based on this team composition, especially with Dooku and Maul, it seems like there's going to be a pretty hard counter here with CLS, Han, and Chewie. Crit immunity, immune to daze, immune to stuns. Should be able to eat right through them and not get the major debuffs that this team depends on. So bounty hunters got a Boba Fett lead, no Zetas. There is a Bosk, but he's only 3-star. Gear 11 though. And Aura Singh, haven't gone against a lot of Aura Singhs. And kind of an undergeared Zam, and Cad Bane is gear 9. Got another interesting team down here. So there's an Ahsoka lead, which I believe grants evasion to Jedi. But there's only 2 other Jedi. Anakin with Ahsoka recently got tuned up, so they're going to be a little bit stronger. And then Fulcrum, who is not a Jedi. She's a rebel, so she's not going to get anything from the leadership. Mace Windu's Jedi, and I don't know my clone helmets very well, 5s. So he's the one that counterattacks. That's really the only thing I need to know. He's the annoying one. Let's take a look at their overall roster and what else they may be attacking with or what they may have on the back line. So this arena team is pretty weird. All gear 12, all with the Zeta, but you have 4 Sith and a Kylo Ren unmasked. This is something you see a lot more often way in the early game when there's a really easy farm and Kylo unmasked. He's a very powerful character early on, and this probably explains why we see Kylo and First Order Executioner in that Sith team. So there's just not enough synergy with First Order and Sith. Yeah, exactly, Drac. It makes sense earlier in the game, but this guy is way more overall galactic power than me. He's got a ton of bloat. He's 2.7 million galactic power, and he's got the pieces to make an all Sith team. And he's got Darth Zion, who's one of the best tanks in the game. I don't think he needs a second tank with this team, but I don't know. Maybe he's just playing with the characters that he likes. So I'm not going to spend too much time going down his roster. He only has 11 gear 12s, and I think there were about 10 total Zetas. So I have a pretty strong advantage there. He's got quite a few gear 11s, and then it kind of falls off, and then a lot of bloat in this roster. So this is kind of the unusable space, the gear 8s and gear 7s all leveled up to 70 to 85. And they're just, these characters aren't going to do any good in Grand Arena. And all the way down here, he's leveled up every single character to at least level 50, which means he probably put mods on them which means it's just kind of bloating the galactic power a lot more. So because of those reasons, it's making a much more favorable matchup for me. Quick rundown, like always, bounty hunters, we already saw them set on defense. He does have a secondary 3-star bounty hunter team he could make, but they're pretty weak. Clones, he has some pieces here. They're kind of all over the place, but 5s we already saw set on defense, so probably won't see the others. Maybe a Rex lead somewhere. Droids, again, really all over the place. Who knows? Who knows if we'll see any of those. Empire, so Tarkin, he's got a Gear 12 Tarkin with a Zeta. Could easily throw that in his arena team. TIE fighter pilot, I don't know. So his Thrawn, at this level, his Thrawn is only 6-star, and that's because his Phoenix isn't finished. His Kanan is only 6-star. So that kind of takes away his usability. The Ewoks are all bloat. I don't think any of those are usable. First Order, we already saw these first 3. After that, maybe worthy of the back line. And we saw Galactic Republic with Ahsoka and Anakin. Geos, he could make a separatist team out of that. I don't know. Imperial Troopers, not strong enough. Jawas, nothing. Jedi. So Bastila is only 3-star, Gear 8. So still usable as a leader. We already saw a handful of these Jedi set on defense. There's definitely enough here to make another team, especially with Yoda and Ezra. Possibly Kenobi. I don't know if he's gonna have enough health and protection at that gear level, but definitely good enough to use, especially on offense. Night Sisters, he has a good team here. At least one good team and some pieces he can throw somewhere else. So definitely prepared to see this on the back line if he doesn't attack with it. Old Republic, he's kind of got probably not anything worth using. Phoenix, I mentioned, they're low gear overall. He hasn't finished his Kanan yet. Rebels, the big thing missing here is this guy has not done CLS yet. This is the first time I've ever done a Grand Arena against somebody that did not have CLS. So that's pretty interesting. So no Chewie either. So that really takes away kind of the effectiveness of his Rebels. He does have Han Solo, but he's under geared, even though he's 7-star. Wedge and Biggs are almost usable. I don't know. It's just not a lot of strength there. Resistance, no Jedi training Rey. Everyone else is lower gear. Does have a 7-star BB-8 though. Rogue One, nothing. Separatist. Could make a Separatist team. I don't know. Sith, we already saw most of these. Defense and his arena team. He's got a Darth Nihilus that he might be able to use. Darth Nihilus really needs to be geared up and starred up to survive long enough to do Annihilate though. Has a Nest at 3-star, Gear 9. Not going to have enough protection to stay alive. And that's it. So, as I said before, this is a very, very favorable matchup to me. I have a lot more characters that are high geared and Zeta fully built teams. So what I'm going to try to do after the first battle is kind of get some practice in with underman teams. That's something I never end up doing because I'm always playing really safe. So it's something I'd like to do to try to see what I can, obviously I'm still going to have way more powerful characters, but what I can do in 4v5 and 3v5. But first is the bounty hunter team. I am going to bring in a full resistance team. It's always the first thing I always do is Jedi training Rey against Bosk. So it's a boba lead and not a Bosk lead, so it's a little less intimidating. I can't talk and read at the same time. Resistance. Alright, so I don't have to use R2 here. I could use Finn. Yeah, I'll probably do that. I'll probably save R2 in case I want to try to use him on a rebel team. Okay, so I forgot to look at mods and speed and everything. So across the board, I'm quite a bit faster than this guy. Really, I just want to do the same plan as always, resistance versus bounty hunters. Just want to expose everybody one by one, and I control their turn meter. Let's try that again. No, she's not having it. Let's stun Zam because she has AoE. Let's try to get this expose on Cad Bane. Perfect, he's exposed, so one more to expose. There we go. And then Bosk. Did I? Still haven't exposed Bosk. So right now, I should be able to take out Aura Singh and see if I can control their turn meter. Alright, now all of them are exposed. So next two to go are going to be Cad Bane and Boba Fett. I don't want Boba Fett to do his AoE, so I'm going to try to stun him. I'm going to take his turn meter away. Okay, so now we can get to work on Cad Bane before he stuns somebody. Alright. So I'm going to leave Boba Fett. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to try to take Boba Fett down twice before he gets to go. Recover my protection, expose them. And Boba Fett's gone. Save my stun. I should get out of here with full banners. So yeah, if you're looking strictly at gear levels, it was a little even. I'm gear 10 through 11 on my resistance team. I don't have any gear 12, but just the team composition and the Zetas really set me apart there. So here's a matchup I'm looking forward to doing. So as I mentioned before earlier, this team excels on landing stuns and landing big critical hits, possibly counterattacks and shocks and daze. So this is a perfect matchup for CLS Han Chewie, and I'll show you why. Looking at Chewie's kit, loyal friend, he's going to apply guard to both Han and CLS because they're going to be the only two on the team. So can't be critically hit, immune to daze and stun, and a higher critical chance. So immune to daze and stun really takes away that team. So I don't know if Chewie has guard or not. Maybe not, so maybe Chewie can get dazed or stunned, but that's okay. Really, I'm just going to get so much damage out of Han and CLS that it should go pretty easily. And even if, so I'm probably not going to finish with full protection, but that's fine. And even if Kylo Ren does his AoE over and over again, I'm going to counterattack it because I'm not going to get dazed. And the counterattacks are going to get hit really hard from these two. So this seems like an ideal matchup for a 3v5. I'm gear 12. He had a couple gear 12, I think. So I'm not going to look at mods. I know that I'm faster, and I don't think he has anything that's extremely notable. So we'll see how this goes. Trying to think of probably First Order Executioner is the one I'm worried the most about because he's going to hit the hardest even if he doesn't crit. So I kind of just Want to get him out of here quickly. Oh, so Dooku just got reworked. He's got a new animation. Some pretty cool stuff there. Let's get buff immunity on Kylo Ren so he doesn't counterattack. All right. Now let's get rid of everybody's invisibles. That didn't work. That's weird. Okay, so Chewie is not immune to stun. Learn that. That's fine though. Okay, so let's get rid of Kylo Ren. So I don't have to recover protection yet. Stun Kylo Ren. Let's stun Sith Assassin. And get rid of Dooku. Okay, so I can recover that protection now. Get rid of Sith Assassin. And stun Kylo Ren. Nope, he had tenacity down and he still didn't get stunned. That's too bad. So I should get 2 full protection and 1 shorter protection. And this should be strong enough to finish him. Not even close. All right. Stun? No. Let's see if he's going to get that turn off. Let's see if I can take his turn meter away. No. Man, he must have ridiculous tenacity. I'm going to look at that because I put tenacity down on him, but I'm still not landing the turn meter reduction, and I'm not landing my stuns. So essentially that took, well, it did take protection away from Chewie, but I recovered it on Han because now I have Chewie Zeta. This is my first Grand Arena with Chewie Zeta. Every time Chewie hits somebody, all guarded allies recover health and protection. So it was a trade-off, I guess. I didn't really lose anything there. So 61 banners. Doesn't really feel that worth it because I mean I was short 1, so it could be 62, but it's like I went 3v5 and it can only gain me 2 banners. It doesn't really seem that much worth it unless I'm in an extremely tight match. But situation could happen. Some practice for it. Okay, what do we have back here? Akbar and Phoenix. Chose not to use the chose to use Akbar lead rather than Hera lead, which I think overall makes that team a little weaker. I mean, they're going to get a lot of assists and stuff, but I don't know. I'm curious to. I'm going to definitely try my Wampa. I don't know if the Wampa is strong enough. They're kind of gear 9, gear 8. My Wampa, I believe, is gear 8. So I'll probably help him out with a Rex and maybe a Hermit Yoda. Okay, so down here I have gear 12, gear 11, gear 10, 11, and 11. So pretty well geared team, but not a lot of synergy other than Ahsoka and Anakin, who recently got reworked. So I'm going to try to take a 3v5 with them with my Sith Triumvirate. Oh, yeah, real quick, I wanted to see the mods on Kylo Ren. Let's see if it was just bad luck. Okay, so he was... Oh, I can't. Sorry, I'm just really curious about this. So... It's a broken mod set. Only 41% tenacity. I wonder if there was some unique or something that I was missing. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out later. But I landed tenacity down on him and he still wasn't getting stunned. Whatever. I'll get over it eventually. All right, so let's take a quick look at their speed just because they're geared so well. Modded for offense, only 11 speed. Anakin is modded for offense. So the reason I want to do Sith Triumvirate for this is because the most annoying part of this team is going to be fives. Fives is going to counterattack all my AoE. So I'm going to isolate him so he can't counterattack. Alright, So Treya, Nihilus, and Scion. So all gear 11. So here I'm definitely not going to keep all my protection or anybody's protection. So I guess my aim here is 59 banners. So isolate 5s. Now I can do my AoE. I don't know if anybody else counterattacks. I don't think they do. Nope. Okay. So I want to take out Anakin because if I take anybody's health down to half, Anakin gets a free turn and he hits pretty hard. So he doesn't have a big health pool even at gear 11. So he's definitely my #1 priority right now. Oh, not quite enough. All right, he's gone. So now, if on basic I land daze. So anybody that calls assists. Oh, actually, Ahsoka attacks out of turn all the time. So I definitely want to daze her, and I didn't land it. All right, let's work on Ahsoka. Evaded. That's fine. Might take Ahsoka out the easy way. There's my daze. Yeah. Yeah, let's just get Ahsoka out of here. And Fulcrum, you'll be next. So yeah, really all I'm looking for here is a chance to recover protection, and if it was going to be anybody, it would be Scion through this hit right here. And that there's a chance that could be enough if he doesn't get hit again, but he is going to get hit again. I don't think I'm going to get it. I probably should have saved that hit for later, but still, he's getting hit so many times. I don't think I had a chance at that. So, yeah, aiming for 59 banners. Oh, let's see if I can get Scion a third turn here. I think I can. Alright, recover protection. Now I have a chance at 60 banners, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, so if I took a team of 5 in and they all finished full health, full protection, then I'd have the same amount of banners. I don't know. I guess it's good 3v5 if you set stronger defense than I do, then probably come in handy more. All right, so we have a Vader lead. Oh, a little surprise in the back. Look at that. This is mostly his arena team. I don't get this. So his arena team consists of Palp, Vader, Kylo Unmasked, Scion, and then Maul. But you're only swapping out one person. Why is he changing his leader? I guess maybe Vader's a better defensive leader. Maybe. Probably not. Palp should be the leader here. I don't know why he did this. So yeah, I think this was definitely set up to be a trap, but I've still got what do I have? Might be a little challenging. Um, so I don't have many Jedi left. I set most of them on defense. I need to get 10 Jedi geared so I can be ready for this. Maybe I'll do Jedi and Talzin. Kind of hide the Talzin and let her just land plague on everybody. I kind of need a tank though. I could do Talzin and Zombie. That'll be an interesting composition. Let's try that out. That'll be interesting to see. So what this means is Talzin's purpose here is to just live and land plague and just eat away at everybody's health. Zombie is going to constantly taunt, and Talzin can die 2 times for free because of Zombies at least gear 10. I've got her unique geared up. are leveled up. So this is definitely, even though it's only two Night Sisters, they're still very resilient, and um, they have no synergy with Jedi, but their purpose is to just kind of do background stuff, and Yoda's just going to mess everybody up. Hermit Yoda's just going to try to get me a few extra banners by recovering protection. So, yeah, this is something a little more interesting. This is a team we would see when Jedi Knight Revan first came out, and trying to counter Jedi Knight Revan. You'd see a lot of single or two Night Sisters with three completely irrelevant teams. It's pretty weird. The problem is this team has a lot of AoE, so um, it's not ideal to use Night Sisters here, but it'll be fine. Okay, so a few options here. Revan ignores taunt. I'm going to put Mark on somebody, and then I can go to town on them. So most likely Vader or Palpatine are my biggest concerns here, because let's try to knock out Palpatine first, because I think if I don't get stunned, if I don't get mass stunned, then I can kind of keep control of the board better. Alright, so this is going to cause, oh, I thought that was going to cause Scion to taunt. So yeah, anybody that's not doing AoE is just going to hit zombie, and that's perfectly fine. So let's get Foresight on everybody. And call Yoda to assist. Palp's gone. Vader is going to get evaded. And now I'm going to have to work with Kylo Ren. I don't know if I have anybody that can dispel his taunt right now. So let's take his turn meter down. So there's the AoE that's going to hurt all of my... I just lost 4 banners on that AoE, essentially. But Hermit Yoda might have a chance to recover those. So now I have 2 options of the target, or I can ignore taunt if I think I could burn them down. But I'm gonna try to burn Vader down, see if my Yoda's strong enough. Not even close. Okay. So here's the reason I brought Talzin in. Plague. So the Plague ideally is just gonna eat away at them. Should be able to maybe finish off. Okay, and Yoda and actually all my Jedi can kind of help recover each other's protection by passing that ball. So now with Zombie, I want to do special to add another stack of Plague, which looks like it didn't land. Whatever. Foresight. Foresight does not matter against those attacks. Alright, so not really as smooth a battle as I was hoping for, but I'm still in good shape. Still have to deal with Kylo Ren unmasked. Alright, he's gone. Let's just finish Vader. Try to recover some protection. Have a good shot at recovering protection on Yoda and Revan. Okay, so special. Actually, I probably should have used her basic, but that's fine. Let's see if we can get Tarkin out of here pretty soon. Yep. Nope. Wrong again. Okay, so the problem is I'm getting their protection all recovered here, but it's not going to matter. Oh, perfect. I've got Foresight. So he can do his AoE. It's not going to matter. Recover protection. Big hit. And stun. That'll work. Let's try to get Hermit Yoda some more turns. Yeah, that's as good as that's going to be. 57 banners. That's all right for a surprise backline team. Obviously, if I had a full 5 Jedi, that would have just been a breeze to deal with. All right, so I've got my pick of teams here. Yeah, we're gonna try Wampa. And I already burned Hermit Yoda, so that's not an option. So we'll try Rex Wampa. I don't think I can 1v5 him, but we'll try. Or 2v5 him, I guess. There's Wampa, gear 8. Yeah. Yeah, so he didn't save much to attack with. He saved his Night Sisters for offense, which they're a very good defensive team too. Let's land some days. Looks like I don't need tenacity up. Well, is this give tenacity up? Yeah, let's give tenacity up. Let's make sure he doesn't get dazed. And then he got staggered, even though he had tenacity up. Alright, Rex is about to be gone. Well, where are my counterattacks? He didn't counterattack anybody. Come on now. Counterattack him 3 times. Do it. Why is he not counterattacking? I need my special. That's so lame. That's Wampa's whole job. He had tenacity up, and he got what's it called? I don't know. The thing that Zeb's special does. If you get hit, you don't get to take your next turn. Whatever. I'm probably just going to use Imperial Troopers because they're the most fun team. Yeah, I mean, I could have crushed them, but especially since he didn't say, oh, Daze is terrible against my troopers. It's going to take all their turn meter shenanigans away. That's all right. This is going to be a big hit. Yeah. 42 banners. That's not ideal. Yeah, so in a normal match, I would have smashed them, but he put everything except his Night Sisters on defense. Like, if we were to just look at his overall roster, whoops. So, of his Gear 12 characters that are not Night Sisters, every single one was defense, right? His Gear 11 characters, other than Grandmaster Yoda. So, Grandmaster Yoda and Night Sisters, this entire front page was defense except for Grandmaster Yoda and Night Sisters. Same here, all defense. All the way up until R2. So this is what he has to attack 5 teams with. Even some of these are defense. He doesn't even have 5 teams left. He doesn't have enough. So I know for sure that, and I usually don't show my defense, but I'll show it. I have a strong Zeta Bastila team with the Jolie. You know that without any Gear 12 characters, I can't imagine him getting through here. I have Gear 12 Bosk Zeta without him having a Jedi training ray. So yeah, it's sort of screwing around, but it's also I really want to use my Wampa and I never get a chance to. So whatever. Yes, Snowtrooper AOE. It's as long as he gets a chance to use it. So unfortunately, in my last Grand Arena, I brought him in against Night Sisters, and it was like Territory War against Night Sisters, and it was his time to shine. It's like, let's go to town on these. And I don't know what happened. Oh, he got stunned. He got stunned. So it wasn't until what was supposed to be his second or third turn he finally got to go, and by that time the Night Sisters got their train going, and I got destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. I was so upset because I finally have a chance to use my geared up Imperial Troopers, and just everything went wrong. Everything that could have gone wrong went wrong, and I didn't get to do the big hits like you saw there. All right, well, that's it for today. Kind of looking ahead at my next couple of rounds. I took a look. There's only one other Revan in the entire. There's no Darth Revans, and there's only one Jedi Revan, and it looks like he's pretty new. He doesn't have his team geared up yet. So I have a really good opportunity here to get the three Zetas, and I'm hoping we can have some good matchups. But I'm gonna sign off for tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody, and hopefully I'll be back in a couple days. Good night.